welcome back to my channel. My name is Keshine, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another freaking story time based on the title above. You already know what I'm about to talk about. So before we get into it, make sure you guys thumbs up this video. Go ahead and do it right now, so you ain't even got to do it later. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe right now. And while you're at it, also follow me on Instagram at Kshine with 3 E's. Okay, I made it super easy for you guys to find me. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram. But y'all already know, y'all. Y'all see the costume. Okay, y'all see it. Y'all see it. But let's go ahead and hop right into this video. Without further ado, let's go. Hey y'all, just realized that it looks like I do not have any bottoms on. So here is the picture of the whole costume. I guess the big juicy cheeks just swallowed it on up. All right, y'all. So boom, we about to hop right into the video. Okay, let me tell y'all. If y'all watched my last story time, as you should, y'all already know that these boys be having me messed up out here. So this is another story time about these lying ass dudes. I don't know what it is. I don't know what is a part of, like, if it's a part of their DNA, like what's going on in their brain, but these dudes be lying. Okay, they be lying. Let's get into it, y'all. So one day, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, I go to the club, right? Y'all know y'all girl likes to party. I go to the club and I meet this boy. We're gonna call this boy Tommy. We're gonna call him Tommy from like Martin. He was always lying like he had a job, knowing damn well he had no job. Okay, Tommy. So the name is fitting. So we're gonna call the boy that I met Tommy, right? So I'm in the club, right? And Tommy comes up to me. He's like, hey, like, you look good. I want to buy you a drink. So I'm like, okay, Tommy. I look him up and down. I'm like, okay. He looked like my little type or whatever. He's a little short, okay? Because I don't like when I can see eye to eye to you. If I can look you in your eyes, you gotta go, okay? So he comes up to me. He wants to buy me the drink. So I let him buy me the drink. He gets me the drink and we're just talking and we're like kicking it. He's like,
yeah, I'm just here. I'm with some co-workers from my job. It's one of their birthdays.
And he was just basically saying, like, you know how it's kind of like awkward. You know how, like, when you work, like, working with somebody would have a 60-year-old friends with like a 18-year-old. You know what I mean? Because when I used to be in the office, like, I've made all types of friends. People that you wouldn't even like, if like on a day-to-day basis, I probably wouldn't mingle with. But I got all types of friends, younger than me, older than me. So when you work with people, you'll be friends with everybody, okay? So he basically was just telling me, like, he came out with his co-workers, but they ain't really his style, you know, because, you know, I know the vibes, like when you just mingle with your co-workers or whatever outside of work, and everybody is different. So different music, different type of partying, all of that good stuff, okay? Y'all. So he's just like, so I'm just over there talking to him like, yeah, you know, I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, so we're just over there kicking there, we're drinking, having a good time, right? So he was like,
but I'm about to wrap it up. I'm about to get ready to go. Like, what's your name?
So I tell him my name, like, hey, yeah, you know, my name is Kay. And he's like, yeah, I'm Tommy. I'm like, okay, nice to meet you, Tommy. So he's like, can I get your number? So I'm like, okay. So I do have a couple standard questions that I normally ask dudes, like, before I give them my number. Like, you know, how old are you? Do you believe in God? Do you have any kids? Okay, y'all remember them 3 questions, right? How old are you? Do you believe in God? Do you have any kids? Okay, I make sure I ask that because if y'all don't know, I am a mother of 2, but I'm a dog mom. Okay, so I only have dogs. I have no kids. So for me, I do like to know if the person I'm possibly going to be talking to, dating, XYZ, if they have kids. You can say yes, no. Just because you say yes, that don't even necessarily mean that I'm not going to want to talk to you. I just would like to know if you have kids and how many. Because I don't really do the baby mama drama, you know. I don't really like all that extra stuff. So, like, I just like to ask ahead of time, right? Y'all, he's like,
no problem. I'm 28 years old. Of course, I believe in God. No, I don't have any kids.
Bet. You okay? Sounds promising enough, right? Okay, boom. So me and Tommy exchange numbers. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I go about my day. He ends up leaving the club or whatever. He's texting me. We're texting back and forth. Y'all already know how I go. It's always good vibes in the beginning, okay? It's always like that, okay? So we're texting and he will always want to call me. Now, normally when you have an iPhone, this is just normally. This not all the time because I know some people don't like it. But normally when you have an iPhone, y'all normally like FaceTime each other and stuff when you're like trying to get to know each other and all of that good stuff. But he would never FaceTime me, y'all, like ever. He would only call me. Now, it was this one instance where my tires were like messed up and like he was telling me like he was a mechanic or whatever. So something was going on with my tires, y'all, and I didn't know what was going on. So I was sending him a picture, but he kept asking me like, is it this size tire? Is it X, Y, and Z and all this other stuff? And I didn't know. So I was trying to FaceTime him, right? Because I'm like, let me just show you the tire and you can see for yourself. That way you could tell me what I need to get. And he would not answer the FaceTime. So I'm just sitting here like, dog, like I need help and you over here playing, not answering FaceTime. Like, what's the tea, right? That was only like a couple weeks into us texting, right? So like I said, we will always just talk on the phone, never FaceTime. Cool. Half the time I'm chilling, bonnet on and stuff, so I don't even care to FaceTime anyways. But it just was awkward. Like the one time I FaceTime you, like, why you don't answer? And most dudes don't even have the problem with FaceTime. It be the girls because, you know, we be chilling with our scarf on, so we don't want to FaceTime. Most dudes don't care. No, he don't never want to answer the FaceTime. He only wanted to talk on the phone. So it'll be times like we would be on the phone and we would just be kicking it. And he was like, I remember one time vividly. Now, I'm not going to say the real name that he used, of course, but we were on the phone and he like,
stop. Sit down, Kobe. Sit down.
So I'm just like, tell me who you talking to. So he's like,
I was talking to my dog.
So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, you didn't tell me you had a dog. I didn't know you had a dog. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm a dog mom. Like, what kind of dog you got? He's like,
I have a.
I'm like, you don't know what dog you have? Like, you know, is it Yorkie, a pit bull, German Shepherd? Like, what you got? He's like,
I got a pit bull. No, a German Shepherd. German Shepherd.
I'm like, sir, do you know? Are you sure? And I'm like, a German Shepherd? He's like,
yeah, German Shepherd. His name is Kobe.
So I'm like, well, you stay in an apartment, right? And he's like,
yeah, I stay in an apartment. Why?
I'm like, most times, y'all, like, German Shepherds are normally not allowed in apartments, at least in my area. I don't know statewide or worldwide what they do, but around my area, like, apartments, a lot of apartments don't accept German Shepherds. Almost all of them don't. Like, they only accept, like, the smaller dogs. So I was just like, you got a whole German Shepherd in your house? Okay. And I'm like, I ain't never heard no dog bark or nothing in the background. He's like,
yeah, no, he's just a quiet dog.
So I'm just like, okay, cool. You know, no problem. It was a little weird, but I'm like, okay, cool. Let me keep it moving. It's no big deal, right? We go on, we talking, we texting, X, Y, and Z. He's like, hey, you know, we should go out to eat. I want you to go out to eat with me to this nice restaurant, whatever. Can I pick you up? Y'all already know. I think at this point on my channel, I don't even have to say it, y'all. I don't have to say it because y'all already know what I'm about to say. No, you cannot pick me up. I will meet you at the restaurant. Y'all already know your girl. Y'all already know. No pickups over here. If I don't know you, you cannot come to my house. Okay, and if you didn't know, now you know. No, you cannot pick me up, Tommy. I will meet you at the restaurant. So he's like, okay, cool. Couple days go by. Now we're at the restaurant, right? And I bring up his dog, Kobe, right? Okay, so my dog, y'all. My sweet man, y'all. He's old. My dog is 16 years old, okay? They say his breed don't even make it past 12, but my son is holding strong because I take care of my good boy, okay? I take care of him. But, y'all, with that being said, my son is old, he's grumpy, and he don't really like going to the vet all the time. So sometimes he be acting the ass like I ain't raised him right. So when he be in the vet, he be like cutting up on them. So his last vet, he got kicked out of. we ain't gonna talk about that, okay? You know, he got kicked out of his little vet. So I was just talking to him like, oh, where do you take Kobe? Because I'm like, I need to find a new vet place for Taz because, you know, he got kicked out of his last one. So I was just browsing. Can you recommend one? And he's like,
oh, what's the name of that vet? What? Dang, I forgot. Dang, what's that name? I don't even know. I forgot the name of his vet.
now, maybe I just take being a dog mom too serious. I'm not sure. But I don't know no dog parents that don't know the name of their vet or the groomers or at least the location. Say you forgot the name, but you be like, yeah, it's on 17 Mile. It's over there by this area. Like, at least be able to tell me like where it's at and I can Google it or look it up. He didn't know the name or nothing. So I'm just like, do you not have a dog? Like, what's the problem? Like, what? I'm a little bit confused, but I'm like, I'm not about to trip over that. Whatever. He don't know the vet of his dog. Cool, whatever. I'll just find one on my own. No big deal, right? No big deal, y'all. So I'm just sitting here thinking, like, just sitting here processing everything. But I'm like, okay, let's move past it, whatever. So we finished talking, whatever, having small talk at dinner. Dinner was amazing. He paid, we leave. While we're leaving, y'all, he was like,
dang, I'm not ready for it to end.
And I'm like, well, I can sit in your car. Let's talk for a minute. He's like, okay, bet, y'all. I go sit in his car. We're still in the parking lot of the restaurant. I'm just sitting in his car. Now, as I'm getting in his car, I see, you know, when you open the door, of course, the lights light up the car. So I already see a car seat in his back seat, right? Okay. Okay, I see a car seat. I see like a little barrette on the seat. Okay, cool. Now listen, I got a little sister and sometimes she ride with me a lot. So I do have my own booster seat for my little sister in my car, okay? Granted, I don't ride around with it all the time, but sometimes you might catch it in there and I don't have no kids. I try to get everybody the benefit of the doubt, okay? He got his booster seat. Cool. I ain't tripping. Now I do get in the car and I do ask him about it. So I'm like, yeah, tell me why you got a car seat in the back. You know, what's up with that?
Oh, yeah, sometimes my nephew ride with me, so I just keep a car seat in my car because I always got my nephew.
So I'm like, okay, bet. I have a niece too. I totally feel you. Hey, I hear that. Good job being a good uncle, okay? I ain't mad. So I'm like, you got barrettes back there too, though.
Oh, yeah, I got a niece too. Yeah, that's my niece, Barrette.
So I'm like, okay. I don't have no reason to think otherwise, right? Y'all, I don't have no reason. Because who am I to say that you don't have your niece and your nephew and a barrette don't fall off? And who am I to say that, right? I can't make that judgment yet, right? So he said that. At this point, I don't have no reason to think that he's lying to me, okay? So I'm like, okay, cool. We carry on the conversation, y'all. We keep on the conversation, keep on. All right, cool. We go home, we texting, all of this stuff. Now, periodically, I would hear him yelling at Kobe in the background, right? Like, I would never hear Kobe barking, but I would hear noise. Like, I would hear people talking or like little kids talking or whatever, but he would always say it was the TV. So once again, I don't have no reason. My wheels is turning in my head, but what I supposed to do? What I supposed to do? He telling me he ain't got no kids. What I supposed to do? So he be like,
Kobe, sit down, put that down. Are you hungry, Kobe? You hungry?
Now look, I'm like, I talk to my dog like that. I talk to Taz like, come here, you hungry? You ready to eat, boy? So I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, he really talking to his dog. He about to feed his dog. His dog could be hopping on stuff, so he telling his dog to sit down. Like, this is pretty normal stuff. The way he talking to his dog is how I kind of talk to my dog. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. But when I would hear people talking in the background, like I said, he would always say like, oh, that's just the TV. The TV is up loud. So I just be like, okay. Makes sense. Me being me, not thinking nothing else. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Cool. Now, at the same time of me and him talking or whatever, he did ask for some pictures. But y'all know me. Well, if y'all don't know, you can find the pictures on Instagram. You don't need no special pictures. The pictures is on Instagram. So I'm like, well, follow me on Instagram so you can get some pictures of me or whatever. I sent him my Instagram name. He followed me on Instagram, right? So he's just commenting underneath all my pictures, putting heart eyes, all of that good stuff. I know y'all gonna try to go look for this person. I ain't gonna say if I deleted them or if they still there. So yeah, I mean, you do your own digging, okay? So he's commenting underneath all my pictures and all that extra stuff. So, you know, he's just saying like how cute I look, how beautiful I am. So we're just texting back, flirting, whatever. He invites me to go out again, right? Invites me to go out. We go to the movies. At this time, it was like this carnival going on. We went to the carnival, went on rides. He wanted me a bear, y'all. Should I get this bear? Wait a minute. What a bear at? Y'all, I don't even know what goddamn bear at. I think I lost it. I think my sister took it. I don't know. Where that damn bear at? Y'all, I don't know. The bear's gone. Okay, but we've casually been dating as the weeks and weeks go on. Now, normally, y'all, by this point, the guy normally invites me over or asks me he come over my house or whatever. Tommy wasn't asking me to come over his house, but I wasn't tripping. I'm like, okay, maybe he just don't want me to come over. Maybe it just is what it is. I wasn't really tripping, but I was just asking because I was just curious. I'm like, Tommy, dang, you don't never ask me to even come over. We can't even just chill. And he's like,
oh, no, like, I just got way too many dogs here. My house is a mess. It's too much going on.
So I'm like, way too many dogs. How many dogs do you have?
I got 3 dogs.
I'm like, 3 dogs? You ain't never tell. I said, I only ever really hear you talking to Kobe. Like, where the other 2 dogs come in at?
Yeah, I got... why did I tell you this new movie was coming out? I wanted to take you to go see it.
Not you changing the subject. Not little Tommy boy changing the subject. So me, I'm not even thinking about it because once I hear scary movie, I'm all ears, okay? I want to see a scary movie. So I'm like, what scary movie? And he tell me, I'm like, oh, that is supposed to come out. I do want to go see that. We start talking about the scary movie. I didn't even know that he distracted me and changed the subject on me. I didn't even pay attention, y'all. Why he get me like that? Why he play me like that, y'all? How he get me like that? I thought I was pretty smart. But anyways, so we get to talk about the movies. Like I said, time and time is going by, y'all. It's been over a month. Still hasn't he invite me over. We don't chill necessarily at my house or his house. We only go out. Cool, whatever. It's all good. Y'all, we still have that FaceTime. We only talk on the phone and we only text and we only go out on dates, right? I'm at the mall one day. I'm at the mall.
Gucci, Louis Prada, pop them tags.
Louis Prada, Gucci, Louis Prada, Gucci, pop them tags.
If you know, you know. I'm at the mall shopping and I'm at freaking H&M getting, I needed an all white shirt, solid color. I go to H&M, give me this all white shirt. I'm at the register. The lady is checking me out and she's like,
I know you.
and I'm like, you know me from what? Like, how you know me? She's like,
Oh, yeah. I was looking on your Instagram.
so I'm just like, okay.
Oh, yeah, you messing with my baby daddy.
I'm like, ma'am, who is your baby daddy? Because at that time, I wasn't even talking to a lot of people. So I'm just like, who is your baby daddy? Everybody I'm talking to ain't got no kids. So who your baby daddy?
My baby daddy is Tommy.
Who? Tommy Hilfiger? Who? What Tommy? What Tommy you talking about?
Tommy, his name is such and such on Instagram.
So as soon as she said his Instagram, I knew exactly who she was talking about. So I was like, Tommy don't have no kids.
Girl, is that what he told you? He told you he ain't had no kids? Girl, he got 3 kids.
Who? Who got 3 kids? Y'all, she's like, he has 3 kids. She pulls out her phone and she shows me their pictures together on her Instagram. First of all, why was she stalking my Instagram? Like, did you see that he was putting her eyes underneath my picture and you follow me? Being a little stalker, baby mama stalker stuff. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't do that baby mama drama. And you done found me or whatever, so now you know how I look. But she shows me their pictures. They got a set of twins and a boy. So I'm like, nah. Yeah. She telling the truth. I'm looking at this damn dummy Tommy in the picture, they family picture, with their kids, with the baby mama, just smiling. No dog. No dog in sight. Where's the dog at? Where the dog at? So I just happened to ask her, I'm like, is any of your kids named Kobe?
Yeah, that's my oldest son.
So, if Kobe is the son name, so he ain't got no dog. So when he was yelling at the dog, he was really yelling at his son. So did you not want to FaceTime me because your kids was in the background? Could I not come over because you live with your baby mama? Hello. Wait a minute. So could I not come over because your kids be there? So, I'm just like, this nigga. So I'm just sitting there like, wow, that's crazy. Like, he told me he had no kids, but you know, kudos to you.
She's like, that's fine. Like, me and him not together no more. Like, this nigga's a liar. I'm over him.
I see why you think he a liar, because he definitely is. I check out, I leave, right? I get in the car. I'm texting Tommy like, I'm using my phone to record this video, so I don't remember the exact words that I said, but I'm gonna put the text messages on the screen. I know I just asked him something like, so you got kids? And he texts back like, what you mean? What you mean? I'm like, bro, don't sit up in here and lie. I just seen your baby mama. Like, I know you got kids. Why would you lie and say you didn't have no kids? And he wrote me like, you mad or something? And I'm like, I'm not mad. I just know for a fact that I asked you that question that night at the club. Did you have kids? And you said no. I know for a fact. He like, I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to cut me off. So you lie about having 3, not one, y'all. Not one, 3 kids. You lie about having 3 kids because you didn't want me to cut you off. So what if we continue to talk and got serious? Did you not think those kids was ever gonna come up? Baby, make it make sense. I'm like, that's definitely like the best way for me to cut you off, for you to lie about the kids. Like, come on now. What if I didn't even mind? What if I didn't even mind that you had 3 kids? Now you're just a liar and I still can't talk to you. Come on now. So he basically was just like, sorry. And he told me like, I have 3. I got to set up twin girls. And then I have a son. And he was like, but I'm not with the mama or whatever. I don't want her. That's it. That's it. No more lies. Goodbye. Goodbye, Tommy. Are you dumb? Why would you lie about not having kids? And then you got y'all, I can't get over. You have 3 kids. And you lied and said you have 0. What? Y'all, I cannot with these boys. They lie about the dumbest stuff. And why would you say you have 3 dogs? So you basically calling your kids dogs, huh? Y'all, I can't make this shit up. Y'all, I cannot make this up. These dudes, what's wrong with y'all? But y'all, that is the end of my story time. I know this was a short story time, just a little bit of tea. I know y'all like my long story times, but I still just had to let y'all know how these dudes be lying, y'all. I still had to tell this little story, okay? But I hope you guys are enjoying my Halloween series, y'all. Like I said again, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share all my videos, repost them, put them on your Instagram. If you put them on your Instagram story, I always repost them on my page. So definitely go ahead and share your girl story times for me. But y'all already know. Until next time, Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Kayshawn with 3 E's. I ain't gonna tell y'all no more. I'm gonna tell y'all again. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.